Yes, Vasco and Disco beer review with me, Disco, coming at you with another video beer review from here in the bar that I'm laughingly calling the Disco Arms. As you see from the title, special one this week, being that we are in the middle of September, looking forward to the OktoberFest series of beers celebrating all things Oktoberfest and German beers in general. Got a special beer for that, one that's been in my stash a little bit too long. In fact, all the way as long as last OktoberFest last year. I can't adequately explain why that is, apart from the fact that it's a big beer, it's a smoky beer, it's a special beer. You can't just bust it out any given afternoon. Although here I am in the afternoon busting it out because it's got to be done. Actually, best before date was the weekend, so I've no doubt it'll still be excellent. The best before date is just a guideline, but I'm going to check it out ahead of next weekend's OktoberFest. Anspach Hobday are having a special day at their brewery down in Croydon, where they released new OktoberFest beers, including this one, I believe, again, is the smoked lager. Normally they change it up every year. They've had previously a smoked stout and a smoked barley wine, both of which me and Raska have tried. But I believe this year's going to be the Rauchbier again. The Rauchbier uses beechwood smoked malts from Bamberg, which obviously, as you probably know, imparts that smoky flavour into the beer. So without further ado, let's get it into the glass and see what we get compared to last year. Also, I'm going to compare it, so hopefully next week when the new ones come out, see if there's any change. I wasn't quite sure what glassware to use. There's only a 440 can, so probably not going to put it in a stein. I've just put it in an unmarked mug there. Looks quite thin on the pour, but once it's in the glass, it's definitely a smoky brown to the naked eye. Looks a bit darker on the camera there. But there we go. The Rauchbier from Anspach Hobday, 5.6% smoked lager. Barely noticeable jump cut there, hopefully, whilst I nip out and take the photograph. But there it is in the glass. Let's put the can back on there because I kind of like that view, so you can see the excellent artwork on the can. Almost all of Anspach's cans have this fantastic artwork, very people orientated, high degree of fine art there. Not looking that great in the light, but there it is, as you can see it. As for the beer itself, just a big inhale of nice smokiness. It has faded, I would say, judging by what I remember from it last year. There's a little bit of a fade on it. It's not unsurprising, but it's still there, still very smoky, woody, a little bit treacly maybe on the nose feel. Let's dive in. Cheers. Oh yeah, still good from what I remember from last year. I think I said cigars last year, but that's that kind of sort of treacly, waxy kind of aroma that goes into the taste as well. Definitely smoky. There's a little bit of savouriness on the back end, a little bit of salinity there. Absolutely superb, spot on. In fact, one I can just drink in the afternoon, despite what I said previously. There's a thinness to it, but that's what you maybe expect from a lager. And the smokiness, the beechwood gives it that little bit of thickness on the back end. It's a very drinkable dark smoked lager. Now, whilst we're talking about Oktoberfest, if anybody ever asks me what my favourite beer snack is, I always forget and say something bland, or not bland, tasty, but fairly unoriginal, like pork scratchings or scampi fries or something like that. And I always forget what my actual favourite beer snack is, and it comes from Germany. And it's this. So you can see that there. I don't normally do food on the channel that much. I can help it unless there is something associated with the beer. Now this stuff here is Maultaschen. Comes from the Swabish area of southern Germany near the Black Forest. just a little bit along from Munich, so it's kind of beer festival related. Don't see it too often in this country. It's a slab of meat filling around pasta, a little bit like ravioli, only with much more meat filling, slightly thinner pasta, and none of that old bean juice that you normally get with ravioli in this country. So you don't see that too often in this country. I first had it in Stuttgart when I was visiting friends who introduced me to it, and also had it in the Black Forest. You see it in this country normally when some of the supermarkets want to get in on the OktoberFest action, and indeed this one I picked up from Lidl just this week. Had the same last year as well, and apart from that you don't see it, but it should be a regular thing. Perfect beer snack, nice chunky meat, bit of pasta for the carbohydrates, fried up lightly in oil, the pasta crisps up nicely, proper decent beer snack. Nicely seasoned meat, there's a little bit of pepper in there. It goes absolutely superbly well with a dark lager and smoked lager. Anyway, that's my Oktoberfest preview. Looking forward to seeing these ones from Anspach Hobday next week. I think we'll be talking about Oktoberfest on Instagram live show next week. So check that out on Saturday night. We'll be up on the YouTubes afterwards and have a look at our YouTubes for previous beer reviews and shows. And you know the old score, like and subscribe. Thank you very much. I've been Disco. Cheers. Believe enough to lose control.